CLNH, Abuse Prevention Training, Module number 2 of 3. This module, Prevention Strategies. Universal Precautions and Strategies. These are guidelines that staff can follow and approaches that staff can take with individuals. They can become part of routine practices and assist in protecting staff from allegations of abuse, preventing abuse from occurring, and creating a positive environment that is free from harm for all. Setting boundaries is a strategy to protect against allegations of abuse. If you provide direct support to an individual, you need to establish boundaries of personal space. Setting boundaries models for individuals what is acceptable interaction with support staff and communicates to the individual that what you are doing is about work, not friendship or some other relationship. Let's look at boundaries around some common events or situations found within a community living environment. Bathing, greeting an individual or being within close proximity, reacting to behavior escalations, and talking to coworkers and supported individuals. Boundaries in bathing. What are some boundaries or agency protocols that you should be using when bathing, showering an individual? Wear rubber gloves, wear an apron. Doing this creates a physical and visual boundary for you and the individual. Other precaution strategies related to bathing. Be familiar with each individual's bathing protocol. For example, what time is the bath preferred? What assistance is required from staff? And how best to provide that assistance. Speak to inform as you bathe. For example, I'm going to scrub your back next, so there are no surprises. Next, we'll be looking at a scenario, the hugger. Here is the scenario. A male client who has always been friendly to everyone likes to give and get hugs from those he knows. He rarely has family visits, so staff hugs are important to him. He typically greets staff coming into the residence or at the day program by putting his arms around them for a quick hug, and it puts a smile on his face. To hug or not to hug? How do you handle this situation? How do you respond to someone when he wants to hug without giving him the feeling that you are rejecting him, don't like him, or don't care? As part of setting boundaries, you need some strategies on how to respond to this individual. By not setting boundaries may mean you've created a too close for comfort situation. The individual thinks that it's okay to hug you and perhaps others he meets. Staff may be unintentionally teaching him that it is okay to hug anyone he wants to. And there is the possibility that hugging is misinterpreted by someone in the agency or the community. Strategies for responding to a hugger can include model other ways to greet someone. Teach the person how to do something other than a full frontal hug when greeting someone. Possibilities: high five, fist bump, shoulder or elbow tap, wave, a big smile. And staff need to be consistent in their approach. What if you are grabbed, kicked at or hit? What do? How do you respond? You operate within the boundaries of approved techniques. By using approved techniques, you protect yourself against accusations of physical abuse, trying to hurt someone, being rough, being aggressive, or being angry. Tools for responding to escalating behaviors. 2 programs provided by the agency to give staff tools necessary to respond to escalating behaviors are CPI techniques as part of nonviolent crisis intervention training. Some examples of techniques are supportive stance, 1 or 2 hand wrist grab release, kick block, bite release, and safe management training. Techniques as taught and practiced for individuals in specialized services. Speech boundaries. What you say matters, so watch your words. Some topics of conversation are off limits at work. Teasing, name-calling, jokes that are put-downs or supposedly made in jest to staff or supported individuals are all out of bounds. Keep it positive. Have respectful conversations. Here are 2 examples of conversations that can prevent abusive situations and create positive relationships. Debrief with coworkers after an incident. Come up with a better plan if something is not working. Help a coworker by offering alternative strategies or ideas on working with an individual. Other strategies that can prevent abusive situations. Do routine checks for neglect. Example, look for bruises. Check if the pins have been changed lately. Give transition warnings or time to move to a new activity. Follow routines or the daily activity schedule of the individual. Know an individual's behavior support plan and follow protocols or strategies to calm and redirect. Give individuals choices. For example, do you want this or that? Use the first this, then strategy to give direction, priority, and avoid conflict. When frustrated in the job, walk away or take a break, or suggest a colleague do the same. And one last prevention strategy. If you don't want anyone to find out, don't do it. This is the end of the presentation for module number 2. Next, complete the quiz for this module.